What's up, Falcon fans? This is the recap video where we discuss what happened to the Atlanta Falcons. If you guys like this type of content, hit that like button. If you guys hate this type of content, hit that dislike button and we'll hurt your boys' feelings. If you guys want to hit that subscribe button to help out the Empire grow, please do so. So on that note, let's dive in and talk about the good, the bad, and the Falcons. Let's start out with the good. So when it came to the offense side of the ball, the tight end position did a pretty good job when their name were called. Jonnu Smith targeted twice, caught both of those receptions for a grand total of 61 yards. You know, the biggest with the 56 that really helped us move the chain. Then Kyle Pitts with 4 receptions. He caught 3 of those, 37 yards in total. And then the best one, besides that 24 long reception catch, was that 3 and 3rd. And he caught it and he pushed himself to move the chain to hopefully get us a scoring position. Of course, that faltered. Then Tucker Fisk did a pretty good job. His first target or first catch of the game. So great job on that, with 9 total yards. And then outside of that, I wish there were more, play calling for the tight ends to really get involved, because that would definitely help us probably move the chains a lot more quicker and better, and then probably gave us a little bit more opportunity to score and help Desmond Ridder out. But unfortunately, it did not happen. But besides that, good job on that position. Now, when it comes to the defense side of the ball, they did a good job in the first, second, and third quarter, especially in the run, defense. Now, obviously, if you look at the stat sheets, the Carolina Panthers, had 36 attempts of carries and then 129 total rushing yards. But they had a lot of tackle for losses by the Atlanta Falcons with 9, a lot of them. Now, a couple of them were, by the quarterback sacks, quarterback hits and takedowns, but a lot of them also were, the outside runs. So great job on that position. It's unfortunately at the fourth quarter, everything kind of faltered, but we get it. They get tired because the offense couldn't do their job, but what was given, Nate Landman did a really good job. DeMarco Helms did a good job. Caden Ellis did a good job. Calais Campbell did a good job as well. Zach Harrison did a good job. Really showed out what he can do. And, yes, okay, good job on that department. So now let's talk about the bad. Let's start from the top. Arthur Smith is definitely the guy that mostly at fault. At least 99% of this is his fault. Forget about the weather, because you know what? At the end of the day, the Carolina Panthers also had to adjust when it came to the weather. So we can't make excuses for that. I don't think anyone is, but I know there's maybe one guy thinking, well, the weather. No. Arthur Smith. I feel like I'm a broken record at this point. After that terrible loss against the Tennessee Titans game, where you do not take full advantage against the opponent's weakness, the Carolina Panthers rank dead last in giving up over 26 to 28 rushing touchdowns to the opponent. We have not got a single rushing touchdown. That's number one. Number two, the rushing attempts were god-awful. I am shocked that we could not use our outside zone runs, inside zones. We were getting mollywopped. You know what? It's frustrating because Derrick Brown is a G against us. For some reason, he's always been a G against us. Frankie Louvu, I told you guys that he was the best on that defensive side of the ball, and it showed. He was all over the place. We just could not escape. We could not create a lot of creative plays for the run game. There were a couple, but not very a lot, where they were just so boring and said. And then, of course, Bijan Robinson, yes, he's a rookie. But again, this is his 3rd forced fumble. And at critical junctures where it was, of course, at our own field position, where it really I don't know if I should be mad at him, but, 3 times, that's in baseball. You strike once, 2, 3, you're out. I get it. He's a rookie. But still, I don't understand ball security, especially in the rain. That should be common sense. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get too heated, but it's so frustrating because I had to watch this game twice, just to make sure I actually understood what the hell happened, right? Yet again, the turnovers. Oh my God, turnovers. Yes. That two fumbles, when they were trying to hike the ball, Bijan Robinson. Of course, then, I mean, it's all over the place. Like, everything could go wrong, especially in the fourth quarter when, of course, the Panthers wide receiver core was getting wide open to make those incredible catches for them to hit the nail on the coffin in this game. It's so frustrating to see this. I don't care if they were, 1-11 at the time. That doesn't matter to me. What matters is, maybe I do care. I don't know anymore. Like, it's so frustrating because, like I said, of course, you gave the first-time intern head coach his first win. Of course, you did. The Atlanta Falcons usually do that to a lot of teams. They give them their first wins. They give them their first touchdowns. They give them their first whatever because that's what the Falcons do. For some reason, we just cannot capitalize on everything, and that falls in the coaching. The play calling was boring. There were a couple of play calls that are really good scheme-up-wise, fantastic work, but you don't pursue that enough. I mean, what else that no other Falcon content creator has said? It's just ridiculous. Oh my God, let's get into the stats for real quick. The first down conversions when it comes to the offense side of the ball. We only had 12 first downs? Are you kidding me? It's mind-boggling. So in total, we had 13 because of that penalty, right? So we went 6 out of 13. How? Then you go for it. It wasn't even creative on going for it. It was such a stupid run game, ridiculous. I don't understand why you did that in the first place. Good thing that our offensive line didn't give up any sacks. Unlike them. But of course, they were one of the worst teams to give up sacks. So I'm not surprised we did that. The penalties, was shoddy. Both on sides had 4 penalties in total. But the time of the possessions, that should have been our thing. They had over 30 minutes of time possessions. We only had 26. Of time of possessions. In total, when it comes to first down conversions, they had 17. We had 12. You gave the Carolina Panthers a total of 283 total yards. We only had 204. Of course, those turnovers were really critical. The Desmond Ridder thing. I know a lot of people want to cut Desmond Ridder, bench him, don't want him on the squad. Look, as I say, we're so quick to judge when it comes to a quarterback how good or bad they are. The kid from Cincinnati, he's doing a good job when he has, the right head coach, the right play calling, the right, weapons around him. Maybe that's what it is. We're too quick to judge. No, I'm not saying, Desmond Ridder should start all the other games or cut him. I'm just saying, if we had a capable offensive coordinator and maybe a capable coach that plays on offense, maybe this would have been a different story, right? And I know a lot of people probably forgot that the Carolina Panthers defense is not bad at all. I'm pretty sure they rank in the top 5 when it comes to their secondary. Now, when we talk about stopping the run for their defense, they're pretty mediocre. They allow a bunch of the opponents to get over 100 rushing yards on them. But for some reason, we didn't capitalize that because at the end of the day, I keep repeating myself, Arthur Smith does not take full advantage of the opponent's weakness. And that has always been a thing. That's why we lost a lot of those games, especially those 8 games. You can literally go back and see maybe 2 of those games we probably going to lose anyways. But this was a winnable season. And how can you have the weakest NFL schedule and still have 6 wins and 8 losses? My best friend is a Carolina Panthers fan, and he said, yeah, the Falcons were boring. He said he's kind of shocked that we won. Yeah, you know what? In the back of my head, I had a feeling if we lost this game, yeah, it makes total sense. And of course it happened. Of course, maybe I jinxed us, but the ineptitude of Arthur Smith making creative calling, regardless of the weather, regardless of injuries, regardless of who's facing us. He's just not that good when it comes to the passing game. At the bottom line, this was a winnable game, but like in Falcon fashion, this kind of shows you how our season has been going against opposing teams. You know, we're up, 7-3 at the time. Then Bijan Robinson fumbled, and then the Carolina Panthers capitalized on that with a field goal. Then after that, we marched down on 11 plays, intercepted. Okay, and then they marched 17 plays to capitalize on a field goal to win the game. And so that just shows you what the Atlanta Falcons season has been all season. Unfortunate plays that caused turnovers that really hurt the Falcons winning multiple games. It is what it is at this point. Congratulations to the Carolina Panthers, because at the end of the day, they wanted to win this game. We clearly did not. We were too, not gung-ho. We're too conservatives on a lot of things. The Carolina Panthers, just decided to go out and try to do the best they can. And it just showed, So on that note, if you guys lasted this long to the very end of the episode, thank you so much for taking your own personal time and day to watch these Falcon content videos. Here's more on the screen if you guys are interested in. So what do Falcons do? I don't know. Until the next episode, show love and peace to the world, and peace.